Hi everybody, hope you're well. This might take a while today. I'm going to take my time because I keep forgetting things. So while I'm sitting here, I'm going to do a bit of drawing. And for yourselves, if you're waiting, you can't fast forward it, watch it on ×2. I want you to have a little think about this word. In. What have I got here? First line of the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Everybody concentrates on the words beginning, God created heaven, earth. I want you to just have a little think about the word in, what it means. Find it in any dictionary, online dictionary, just think about it in your brain. Got my old dictionary here, this is old. Well, relatively. We've got 20 pages of words with the word in on the beginning. You understand what this means? Look into it, okay? Just a little thing. Okay. So, thank yous. For the ladies, I haven't forgotten you. There are a few of you I'd like to thank and things. But I also want to point out this one. Women war heroines in that falling apart. Okay. And everybody knows we've all spoken about it, of course, the redheads, and who is the very first person in the book. This, of course, Boudica, Boadicea, however you wish to pronounce it. And yeah, I'm going to go through a few of these with you at some point. But I just wanted to point something out very quickly. Another one of those little odd thoughts, little odd things. I hope you can hear me all right. Okay. It's here somewhere. So I'll find the poem in a moment, but oh no, look, it's right there. Okay, so women war heroines, right? There's a picture on the back. What's that? Soldier. Look at this word. Let's see if I can bring it up close. Soul dyers. The old-fashioned way of spelling soldiers. Soul dyers. How appropriate. Is it their souls that are dying? Is it the souls that they are dying? I'm not sure. Things to look into. Martin, last night. It's this language thing again, okay? And Martin, I agree with you on a lot of things. But the way you speak about consciousness, we have to be careful how we speak about it, okay? Because Mr. Ike does it, of course. Consciousness is all. This is wrong. It's not all. You can't have one without the other. If we was just flesh and bones, then we wouldn't be here. If we was just consciousness, we wouldn't be here now as we are. In a dream, that don't hurt. This hurts. Something's real, okay? It might just be the electrical connections, but to say that consciousness is all, it's like my other half. We have these little tiffs occasionally, and she'll say to me, "You're always so horrible." And I'm not really. Always. I'll get up and I'm horrible. I'll pick the kids up after school and I'm horrible. I'm always horrible, yeah. Now, of course I'm not always, but the words we use make people think differently. This will bring me on to Craig, sort of peg leg, okay, and something he said, he's mentioned a couple of times, and it means a lot to me, okay, because it's affected a lot of people in my family, not least of all me, and this is the issue of sticks and stones, words again. I've got in a couple of fights at school, bloody nose, fat lip, black eye. Not many. I had, with one boy, I had 3 fights over the years we was at school, okay, and a couple of others. But I don't remember that physical pain. I can't remember the pain of my nose hurting. I can't remember the pain of my lip bleeding. But those kids who called me goofy, damn, that still stings, man. When I hear my son being called goofy, damn, that stings me too. My other half, you know, she grew up and the poor girl, she had the whole face brace thing. You understand? The names that she was called still sting. But the broken leg we suffered as a child, it's forgotten reasonably soon. You understand? And I don't mean horribly, Craig. You're not wrong. I do understand it. They shouldn't hurt. Names calling shouldn't hurt. But just think of how the words NASA, space, and government. Think of how those words make you feel now that you know what you know. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Sticks and stones, names shouldn't hurt, but they do. And so we have to be careful just to not alienate these people who are being hurt by name calling and words. We have to try and help them. Okay, so another quick sort of message point out. There's a guy, J. Dos Bryden, and he did a brilliant little thing on his channel, coming on and speaking his mind, and then he went and deleted it all. And I think that this is like erasing history in some ways. Yeah. We need to see people's mistakes to learn from them ourselves. You need to remember your mistakes to learn from them in the future. To try and just delete it all and forget about it is like pretending you never made that mistake. And then you run the risk of making a mistake in the future because you've forgotten it. And we must remember not to do this. I ask anyone not to delete all your videos, please, even if you think they're rubbish or they're wrong. If they're wrong, come out and make another video explaining why you was wrong before, why you think you're right now. That's what I think personally, anyway. Okay. Now, ideas for spreading the information, getting the awareness out there. The Morgul last night, Jonathan Christophilus, he was talking about we all need to come in agreement about, you know, a shape and a model. If you saw my video yesterday, to me that is quite far down the model, and we're not going to get anyone to come from the top straight down here to the model of the flat Earth. They're too scared of the word flat. Do you understand? Jazz sent me a message. Jazz Sinclair sent me a little message. Says he don't know where he sits on here yet. Well, I know he's not up there. I know he's not just there. He's just here, and to me, he's kind of like a drummer. Yeah, he's the motivational boom, 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 boom that keeps people going, and that's nice. You fit nice there, and I think we all need to come together just below this, but above what the Morgul's talking about. This is too scary for them. Okay. Flat Earth, we do need to discuss those words, flat Earth, okay, because it's patently not flat. I live now at the bottom of a valley. I used to live at the top of a hill. It's not, I understand what you're saying. And for those of the still in the science mind, you all seem quite happy to accept that the universe is relatively flat, and yet you're still struggling with the idea that possibly the Earth itself might be similar. Do you understand? Does that make any sense at all? I might just be talking nonsense. So not a new word, maybe, you know, the flat Earth controversy or something like this. But we'll get there. And again, I'm going to forget things. I'll have a cup of tea and then I'll be back in a minute when my mind has settled down again. So again, words. It's a very small word. Very small and almost insignificant. It means a lot, and everybody skips over it, and it is the first word. Okay. Right. Tea and I'll be back. Well, also. just also quickly, this Bill Bryson is amazing. And I'm reading at the moment this lady. What's her name here? Margaret Wertheim. That is Wertheim, and she's an Australian-born science writer, lecturer, and broadcaster now based in Los Angeles. We all think this flat Earth thing is new. It's just the words are new. Just the words. Well, that was one of them. So more hangouts. Not so much for myself just yet, but you pick a topic you wish to discuss. You can call in, say, 4 people. How did this go? I was thinking about this last night. So there's you as the stand in the middle guy of the fence guy, okay? To call a topic forward, you have to know as much about both sides of that topic as you can, and then you'll bring in 2 people, say, that know a lot about their side, and then 2 people who know a lot about their side. Now, it doesn't have to be 2 and 2. If you're confident enough to take on 3 people, then you can sit there with all your giant pile of knowledge and you will take on those 3 people, okay? If you want to do 1v1 with the person in the middle, that's fine. Now, this is kind of for the chat room people. For these sort of small debates, and I'll do have a couple more points about the debates in a second, but for the chat rooms, let's try not to have so much niceties and nonsense comments in those particular ones. If it's just a hangout and you're all just chilling, but for a specific topic, to your passion, to your interest, to your knowledge, with a certain amount of people, and then moderators, okay? If there are more people that want to talk, then let's say it's the 2 and the 2 thing. The first person that talks then comes out of the discussion for a while and goes into the chat room, while another person will come in and will speak 5th. You understand? After these, and each person that comes out will go into chat. We don't want loads of people just saying hello and goodbye. We'll save that for the hangouts, okay? So just a specific topic you wish to talk about. Make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure you can call out each side when they're right and when they're wrong, okay? And you be your own moderator. If you need someone to come in and moderate your chat for you and point out comments that people say, fine, okay? But just for the chat room people, for those sort of debate topics, specified areas, let's keep the chat down a little bit anyway. But I like watching it. I don't like interacting. I like reading it and stuff. So, okay, so it's just one small idea, and we can hopefully make it bigger and better, as we all start discussing it and trying it and watching how people are doing it right and wrong, and taking ideas from here, there, and everywhere, and improving it. Okay, one small idea. I have loads. I keep forgetting them all. Every time I come on and speak, I forget. I'll do it right now. Yeah, it's gone. I need to just draw for a minute, so please bear with me. I did say it might take a while if you read the description. I'm just brain steaming up. Why do we do this? This all the time to myself. When you sit there and it all works out so well in your brain. Oh, Matty Ice. Don't let me forget Matty Ice. I've got two things for you. Thank you, sir, for your point yesterday. Very well taken. Oh, I shouldn't call you sir. How many people could you feed for a epoxy rover to Mars? I mean, this disgusts me. You asked it last week about the daylight saving. I did go to that pub. There is still some memorabilia on the wall. I took some images, but they're on my other half's phone. We keep crossing paths at the wrong time to make a video about it. But I will get it to you. But I will say that a load of it's not there. Now there's just sort of dodgy art, you know, splats of paint and stuff. But I will look. I will read them out to you. I will read the one that was there to you at some point. There's also one of the few that's left is something to do with Petswood being a place where the Resistance was. I'll read that one out to you when I find it. Okay. So, oh, Matty Ice, Matt Bellivue, Bellivue. Very cool man. Do like him. Excellent guitarist. Brilliant. Love him. And yeah, at that point, why are we doing space when people are starving, you know? Why do you want to see an alien if you've never met a bona fide Indian? You know? If you've never met an Australian aborigine, don't use that word ab. There's nothing abnormal about them, okay? Aborigines, if you want to call them anything. Okay? What do you want to meet aliens for when you ain't met them? I really can't remember all the things I wanted to talk about. I've got one idea, it's quite an important one, and I'm going to finish out with, this is another thought I wanted to, I'm going to finish it with a poem. No, poem, words again, people have made you hate them. So what if I say it was a spoken song? If you wish to put some music to it, you know, that would be great, I would like to hear it, that would be cool. But it's an important topic, and it's one that many people discuss. No one has an answer to, and this is not an answer, it's an idea, okay? And my idea is that every child is born with, just to give it an arbitrary denomination, we'll call it £1 million. Every child is born with £1 million. That don't mean, I'm not saying that the child then gets to go out and spend it, right? The whole point is that education, the whole purpose of education is to learn how to make that £1 million last X amount of years, 50 years. Do you want to use it to go and live in a small flat and just bum around, paying the rent, buying minimum food? Or do you want to use it to make a business? Would you like to use it to explore the world? Would you like to use... All of the possibilities are there for the children then to learn and discover for themselves what they are interested in, what they like, instead of the forced indoctrination that they're having at the moment, and just drives me insane. Quick point, the only reason my children are still at school is because they want to be there. They want friends, they want interaction. As far as I'm concerned, the education is nonsense to a large degree. It's not all wrong, okay? But it's stuck in a rut at least. Big one, you know. I've said it before, the very fact that my children, my eldest child is studying a book I studied at school, 3 of them, the same 3 books that my mum studied, is just baffling with all the books that have been written. Anyway, sorry, back to my children being born with $1 million, right? So the whole point of education is to learn not only how to spend it, but that you have the choice to spend it. If you wish to go out and spunk it all in 10 years, then for the rest of your life you're going to have to find another way, another means to earn your way, and that might mean that you have to earn it off the person who made 2 million out of his 1 million by buying and selling or trading, or, you know, all those sorts of things. We need to change how and what children are being educated in and with, and how it's done. To me, it's more important than flat Earth. if we can, it's coming, whether you all like it, whether you've all noticed it or know what I'm talking about. In a couple of years, all the children out there that are right now looking into how to play Call of Duty, how to play all the Lego games, and how to play Minecraft, they're all on there now, millions of them. When they grow up and they're a bit bored of that, they're going to come looking for other stuff here. Not necessarily YouTube, although I do think there's going to be a big part of it with YouTube or something similar to it. But those children are coming soon. They're growing up fast. They didn't grow up with a TV like us. They're not actually, in fact, very interested in the material bullshit we all grow up with. We all grew up with. They don't want to play with the little He-Man figures and things that we did. They want to play games on the computer with their friends. They're all right hanging out down the park and shopping. They don't want to watch videos. They can watch it all online. My son said to me last year, in the summer holidays, we said, let's go to the zoo. What do I want to go to the zoo for? I can see a gorilla on YouTube. And I thought it was funny, and then I thought, oh my God, this is crazy. This is not right. How can you want to see a gorilla there instead of through the glass? And then I realised, well, I'm not sure either one's better than actually going to see a gorilla. Wouldn't that be nice to make possible? You know? Not everybody wants to go and see them, but if everybody got the choice and you had the £1 million in your bank to educate yourself on how to get there and back with some money left and possibly a way to make more in the future, education, it is about education. It's not about waking up the masses. They'll wake up when they're ready. It's about leaving something for the children to find that ain't going to scare them, that ain't going to confuse them, that they'll enjoy. Because learning is fun, whether people like it or not. I know school drives the fun out of it. I see the creativity of my youngest child and my oldest's lack of it. And it breaks my heart. I hate it. My youngest one, as my eldest used to, draws pictures, makes little books on his own, and he's always wanting to do something. And I know by the time his GCSE comes around, all he's going to be doing is moaning about all the revision he's got to do. I hate that. It's awful. Education is important. We have to do something about it. Ideas. I like Daniel Pratt's idea about, you know, going to surround the media. I think, just an idea, maybe we should go and surround the schools. I'm not saying we're going to do that tomorrow, but let's say we do go and surround the schools and we stop the children going in. What are they going to do? Send the riot police out to frighten the children a bit more? All I'm saying is we go and sit outside the schools. Perhaps we don't block the gates for now, but we talk to some of the parents who go in and ask them one simple question. How much of the education that your child is being taught would have to be wrong before you would withdraw your child from the education system? You understand? Because to me, 10% of the information being wrong is too much already. Okay? And I think that what's being taught, there's far more that is, if not wrong, then is in controversy at the moment, and should no longer be taught as the fact that it once was. Yeah? No one agrees with a lot of the science of 300 years ago, and 300 years from now, they're not going to agree too much, I feel, with what's going on now. So as much as I'd like to, you know, surround the media stations, that's only going to affect the grown-ups. And if they don't show that surrounding those media outlets, then no one's ever going to know. No one knew about the London marches, the Manchester marches. You can find it a bit on Google. Everyone I know, on YouTube, sorry, but everyone I know that don't go near it, never even heard about it at all. They don't know nothing. I know things before they do, and all they can do is raise an eyebrow. I know more about the films they go to see at the cinema without even having watched it before it's released. I know more about it, and I found it all on YouTube. And people are still going, oh, YouTube, what are you doing on there? So So surrounding schools. Maybe for now we just go outside schools and we hand out some leaflets. Look into the education system. It might be wrong. It might not be all right. Especially, I mean, Shakespeare. Come on. Science. So, £1 million for all children. $1 million, however you want. And your education is to learn how to invest, spend, or survive with it. There's probably loads I've forgotten, but I'll listen back, and if it makes a load of nonsense, I'll try and do it again. I'll write it out. You ever get that when you go to bed, your brain's full of ideas? You get up in the morning and there's just a dust in the wind, it's gone. Okay, now, brain dead. Brain dead. I'm going to do some drawing, can't do both. Okay, peace and luck to you all that want to leave. For anyone that wants to stick around, I'm just going to read. And with all of them, I only wrote it once. I don't make too many corrections. There are people there who can just open their mouth and speak. I can pick my pen up and write. Okay? Can't speak. I can write. Okay. Let me just. I really hate looking at myself. Do you know that? Okay. $1 million for all, from the word go. Surely this is the best way to grow. A little for all, not a little, a lot. Shared, compared, we must be prepared to give all we've got till it shows. $1 million for all, a number so vast, yet taken in contrast, 'tis almost last. A little for all but a little, 'tis surely not fair, but fair it is, surely. I'll be the first, look out for my ripple. $1 million for all is surely a test, a hard one, a short one, a community quest. A little for all, a little for all. Oh, why won't you listen, not heed my call, or do it alone, but much I'd prefer to stand with the rest. $1 million for all, $1 million for all. 'Tis not really much to all but the fool. He'll lose on day one to another with guile, but first, not last, for such a long while. A little for all, the almost smallest of all. $1 million for all, we will share the rest on buildings and artists, those not quite here, and all those near rest. On fiction and fact, on secrets and lies, the truth finally rests. A little for all, say I. 'Tis not fair on the rest. Till returned what is ours, we surely can't rest. 1 million for all does not seem a lot when considered how much they've got in the pot. A little for all when there's really so much. All it'll take is courage and will to drop the old crutch. Listen, 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 listen. Not asking all, just must stop. 1 million for all. For 1 million I ask. 1 million times, if that's what I must. Look to you all, those millions of you, all of one blood. One blood are we for blood is what binds us closest of all. 1 million for all could end all the wars. How so, say you? To my words should you listen, I wholly implore. 1 million for all will stop all wars. Why for, say you? Why for, say I? Who would lift those arms high with 1 million or more? 1 million for all, out of trillions brand new, divided yet whole, a new world from the old. A new world order, say they. A new ordered world, say I. But which way we turn, the answer is there in you. 1 million for all you mankind, old and young, ye brothers and sisters, skins of all kind. A gift were you given, a gift have they taken. It lies deep inside and will not be forsaken. The truth shall bite deep, but you can help heal all you mankind. 1 million for all, 1 millions not all. It will come at a price, the greatest of all, for pride is a sin, but not bad at all. A little for all is good for one's soul. 1 million for all, my truth to you all. 1 million for all with zero interest is surely to some an interest. A little for all, the best way to invest. Do not tell me I have not your interest. 1 million from all, from the start of interest. Hope you liked it. Peace and love. I see there's a couple of people watching. I don't know how to do the Hangouts and stuff. This is my Google Chromebook. Everything changed as of January 2016, and I don't know. All I could do is a Google Live Hangout. I'll try and learn. I'll try and get something new. But anyway, thank you for listening. Bye bye. Peace and luck.